Welcome to today's lesson, which it is an ICT class. And today we are going to look at topic 3, which is an overview of application packages. An overview of application packages. A computer cannot run without a package. A computer cannot run without a package. And this package, which we are talking about here, is how a computer software is computer software. Remember, if you to define what is a computer software, these are coded programs. These are coded programs. These are coded programs which help a computer to run a specific task. Run a specific task. That is what is referred as what? A software computer or computer software. So it is the application which has been developed by what? Good programmers, so that they can execute a specific task in a computer. Then, so we have the list of these accounting packages. Not even accounting packages is one of it, but about application packages, we have so many about application packages. We can list first these application packages before we look at each and every package. So number one, you can write the MS Word. Talk of MS Word. Number two, we talk of MS Excel. Number three, you talk of MS Publisher. Number four, you talk of MS PowerPoint. We have another one called MS Access. So remember, all these fall under what is called the Microsoft. These fall what is called the Microsoft Office. These are Microsoft Office. That is among example of what? Application packages. But we have other packages like computer accounting packages. We have like accounting packages. We have accounting packages. In these accounting packages, we also have their example, because examiner can ask, give us example of accounting packages. Give example of accounting packages. So we also have the example number one. We talk of QuickBook, my good friend. We talk of QuickBook. Number two, we talk of Sage. Talk of Pastel. And other one which they are coming, like the likes of So. The So is currently coming in the market. So we have so many, and we also have what is called the SAP. People do develop their own accounting software called SAP. So there are so many. But now the question is, what do you need to understand before you enter into that ICT classroom or that ICT examination room? You need to understand the example which we have listed. After getting example, you need to know each and every features of these packages. Because examiner mostly ask these features. And probably if you're doing a CPA course, examiner likes to ask the features of MS Excel. So we can have some few features of MS Word. We go down as all the way to the accounting packages. So you can use this, is very fast. So make sure you are noting down these notes. These notes, summarized notes, are so important to you. You don't need to do a lot of literature. You need to understand the concept. So we have features. Or characteristic of MS Word, characteristic of MS Word. These, most of the secretaries, they use this one. If you are the person who you used to type most of the document in the office, then you are using MS Word. So the features of it has what is called the word processor. It has what is called the word processor. So when we talk of number one feature is word processor. Word processor, how do we write processor? Processor double S. So when we talk of word processor, it means you can have a text. You can write a text by typing hello. You can open that word and type hello. So it enables you to type or to have a text. Number two, the second feature is format and editing. Format and editing. Format and editing. That Microsoft Word has the features. If you look at up there in the toolbar, you can be able to see some of the features which you can use to bold, you can use to underline, you can use to put in an italic form, and you can change even the font of your what? Of your text. So that features, it has what is called the formatting and editing features, the formatting and editing features. Number two, you can have tables. You can also create tables. You can also create tables. Can also create tables. So if you go in the home tab, if you go up in the home tab, you can be able to see which have been written inside. So you can be able to insert table. Can be able to insert table. So if you click, the word will ask you how many rows do you want, and how many columns, you want. So if you put 2 rows and 4 columns, then the Microsoft Word will be able to create for you a table. It will be able to create for you a table. It will be able to create for you a table. So after that, that is the third features. The third feature, you only need at least 4 features. You only need at least 4 features. The next one is it can be also it has also a features of doing what? Of creating the content or a table of content. Table of what? Table of content. So MS Word also has a features of creating what? A table of content. When you talk of table of content, is that you are writing a book or something, then you must have the table of content. So MS Word also can't be able to do that for you and be able to do that for you. And then we go to the second application still under the Microsoft Office, which is a spreadsheet. So we have the spreadsheet. Which this spreadsheet is Excel in short. It is Excel. So we also need to know the features, the main features of this spreadsheet. Number one, you can also do, it has the formula functions. So number one, you can have the formulas. It has the formulas. These formulas can enable you to do calculation. This formula can enable you to do what? To do calculation. So it has formulas which can enable you to do the calculation, more so for accounting, because we have so many function or formulas in this Excel. We have the statistical formulas, we have the programming formulas, but we also have the financial formulas, which most probably the accountant do use it. So we have another one. We have another feature. Here, formatting and editing. Also, number two, formatting and editing also, which is the same. Formatting and editing also, which is the same with the same features. Yeah, it is the same function. Also, you can do the charts and graphs. You can do the charts and graphs. So if you are presenting the financial information, then you can present it in form of charts and also the graphs. So if you go there under insert, you can be able to see, to insert the charts, which you have the charts in form of 3Ds. You have the charts in form of 3D. You also have in terms of budgets, which you can be able to present your information in a motion or in a presentable way, which you see most people, there are other people who don't understand the written information, but if you present it in some of the presentation or some of the pictures, then they can be able to understand more. They can be able to understand more. Then number four features, you can be also having, it has a capacity of linking formulas. It has a capacity of linking formulas, It has a capacity of linking formulas. When we say linking formulas, you can link a formula in one worksheet, and another worksheet. So Microsoft Excel can be able to do that also in another workbook. So you can be able to link your formulas, Also, this one, it will perform what is called what if analysis. It will perform what is called what if analysis. What if analysis. What if analysis. So if we explain what if analysis, my good learners, explain what if analysis, what do you understand by the term what if analysis? What if analysis? So it is a decision making statement, which this Excel can enable you to do that. So we have some formulas which we use to do what is called what if analysis. Number one formula in Excel which can enable you to do what is called what if analysis is if function. So we have in Excel called if function. We have the goal-seek function, goal-seek function, which you can do what if analysis. You can do what if analysis. A good example is if function. For example, you have the data here in A, B, C. These are our Excel. So you find that this is our Excel sheet. And then you have data here. So you can use, maybe this one is 10, 5, 6. So you can use what if analysis to extract specific data here. Like for example, I can say if equals C1, if C1, because C1 has data, is greater than 10, comma, what do you want? I need that value. So I need C1, comma, if not, give me a 0. So that is a Excel function, which is what if analysis scenario. So those are features which are enough. And for you, if you are doing exam this semester, kindly do more research in this Microsoft Excel about the pivot table. The examiner will ask you about the pivot table. They will ask you about the VLOOKUP, XLOOKUP, and also this if function. So the examiner will ask you mostly on this. So that marks the end of the spreadsheet. Then we go to the presentation, which the presentation, we have so many applications which we use for presentation. Number one is like PowerPoint. So we have for presentation. So in presentation, that is for, we have so many. We have the PowerPoint, we have the illustrators, that we have the Corel Draw. So those are the one for illustration. Maybe you want to present your information in form of a movement or in form of videos. So this one is now a good software for you. So the features is that the features of our program, you can be able to use a slide. So you can be able to use what is called a slide design. So when we say slide design, so you find that if you are presenting hello in form of a slide, so you find that slide will come up and disappear. So it is in form of motion. You can be also used animation. You can be also able to use what is called animation. Also, you can be also use a transition. You can be able to use a transition. When we say transition, is that the text will come in a small or in a slow motion, and then they move downward, and then another text will come as in that format. So in that format, so that one we call it a transition. We call it a transition. Can be also able to do typing and formatting. It is also the same with the other one, typing and formatting, typing and formatting. You can be able to do typing and formatting. You can also have the slideshow. So if you have been a person who is more observant when walking along this street, can be able to see most of the billboards. They use the slideshow to do their advertisement. So the programs which does those advertisement is what the presentation programs are the programs. And then lastly, now we can look at the accounting or so we can look at the computerized accounting packages. You can look at the computerized accounting packages, which is it is among the application packages. Is among the application packages. So just write computerized accounting softwares. Computerized accounting packages or softwares. Accounting softwares, computerized accounting packages, and then you say it managed. So you can have a small explanation, say managing or used to managing financial financial transaction, financial transaction, and and records records. So some of the another feature is what capturing data, capturing data, which in short, these are financial data. We are talking of financial data. It also does automation. It also does automation of reports, automation, automation of reports, automation of reports. So this report you are talking about are the financial reports, which are the profit and loss account, the balance sheet, the statement of cash flow, and also the statement, other statement like the general ledgers, It also have the ledger management. Also, it has what is called the ledger management, which you can be able to create a lot of ledgers. Remember, when we talk of ledgers, we are talking of that account. For example, an expenditure account. Electricity is one of the ledger accounts. Transport is the one of the ledger account. So these accounting packages now you can be able to use to manage these ledgers. You can be able to manage, to delete, to edit those ledgers. So that's make the end of this topic 3. That is an overview of packages, So we do have the live classes, which is running online also. So if you want to join our session, you can comment down there, or you can reach us through the contact which has been provided down there, so that you can be able to engage with our student also and have an experience of this online family. So make sure that you take the note of this summarized note, and don't forget to take your past paper, look at some of the questions which the examiner is asking. So thank you. Make sure that also you subscribe and like our channel.